Da-da-da. Hey, Mr. Clive, come here. Come here. They want to see you. They love seeing you. Come here. There we go. There. Kitty time. Here we go. Kitty time. Kitty boy. Mouse. Get the cameras. Look. It's your TV time. He does do that a lot. You know that, Grace. Clive. Clive is the kitty's name. C-L-I-V-E. Sorry, you got no sound. You are back. Yay. Oh, we are? Oh, I don't know. I think we are for some and aren't for others. So I think we'll just wait. We'll wait for a second. We're good, Helly? And you, oh, I don't know. Yay, sound. Yay. We're good. I can hear you. Awesome. Okay, great. Okay. Helly, I think it was Helly, you asked about the one in the background. That was actually last year's winner. You know the trophy that I showed you? It actually was kind of for that. So I had to give the trophy and then got my quilt back because it was actually up at the township. It says the township of Erin, which is the township that we live in, but we're like the little village of Hillsburg, but in the township of Erin, if that makes any sense. So I thought I'd be inspired by, of course, the drapery and leftover fabrics, furniture, and so on and so forth, and made that village. That was my first one. I only put 2 trees on it, and it looks so bare now looking at that one, because I haven't seen it for a long time. I haven't really seen it in like 6 or 8 months. So looking at that one, I'm like, it looks so bare compared to the other one. Like, I really kind of stepped it up this year. So unfortunately, I did not win first place. I got second place, though, and I'm very happy about that. At least I got a rank. I'll totally take it. That was pretty much it. Unfortunately, the other stuff I entered in, they consider it too much of a professional job, and they disqualified me. So, oh well, you know what? I think there needs to be a new category in our local fair in regards to that. Clive, you're going to get stepped on, you silly one. In regards to that. So maybe there'll be some changes, but you know what, that's okay. I had a good time making it. I didn't make it for them, I made it for me. So and everything I handed in I made for me, I didn't make for anybody else. So you know, it's okay. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that I got second place. I mean, I worked hard on that, so I'll take a second ribbon. I'll take it. But yeah, no, that was my last year's winner. And it's pretty and it's heavy because of course it's made out of all that stuff. And then I did all the leaves and everything else. So I think it's actually going to hang up probably across the window over this way to kind of prevent a little bit, because when the evening sun comes in here about, you know, 4 in the afternoon or whatever, I have a hard time actually seeing what I'm working on. So because the sun's in my eyes. I thought second place was pretty fabulous too. So not all the quilts have a story, just, you know, I don't know. I was just inspired. I had this fabric that was given to me, so I thought, okay, use it for something good, right? Don't waste it. Show what we can do is reduce, reuse, recycle, right? And that's how I did. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Pat. And thank you, Helly. And thank you, Diane and Robin. Thank you very much, and Grace. Oh, you can. I wish I could. I could have entered your quilt, but you know, I was like, did she want me to bind it? I couldn't remember, so I meant to actually text you that. I'm sorry, Grace. So let me know. Do you want me to bind your quilt? I thought you had a scrappy one already planned. You're welcome for sharing. I have a lot of fun, and I think you should kind of celebrate where you feel that you're inspired by something, and just go for it. You know, if it doesn't win you anything, or you know, if it just hangs up in your art class or your room, it's in your collection, and you know you did it. So I had this idea in my mind. I got it out onto fabric, and I'm happy with that. It's out of here now. I can move on to something else. Something else artsy fartsy. I have plans for next year. Okay. So, you hate binding, yes? What color? What color? What color? Do you want me to use the backing, the mint green fleece? It's actually hanging up over there, and it's heavy, and I don't want to bring it over, so but I'd show you, but you've already seen it. I've sent you pictures. I could use that, or you can pick another color, and I would happily bind it for you, my darling. For sure, for sure. I was hoping that you'd actually say that, because I could just give it back to you and be all finished. You could just put it on your bed. Need all the info on the quilt square. I lost my paper, theme, size, etc. Is that for the Christmas quilt?
Well, world quilt.
The world quilt? Oh, 9.5 inches by 9.5 inches, and it's something what you like. It doesn't. It could be where you're from, what you like to. You know, if you like, you know, baked goods, and you get me like a 9 patch of baked goods squares, I'll like it, and it'll go in the quilt. So, whatever you want to do. Like I said, if you live in the desert in Arizona and all you see is sand all day, you send me a tan block. I'll be okay with that. I'll understand. It'll be okay. Yeah, sorry if there's sound issues. Aw, thank you, Vicky, for being a winner in your book. I had fun. I had fun. So, you know what? You can do whatever you like. Applique, piece it, whatever. Like I said, whatever you like. If you find a panel piece that you like that describes where you are, it's a bear in the woods or something, send me that. Whatever. Whatever makes you happy. I've had some very creative blocks, let me tell you. I'm impressed. I'm like, whoa, can't wait to bring this up. And there's going to be sashing. I've decided, it took me a little while to decide whether I wanted sashing or not, but I think there's going to be a little bit of sashing around everybody's block, so it becomes its own little centerpiece. I think so. Oh, I can't wait to see it, Pat. Hello, Sassalette, at 6:13 in the morning. Cheers to ya. Hope you're enjoying your bacon and eggs. Or toast, or whatever it is. Your Vegemite sandwich. No, I don't know. It's only because that song. I can't wait to see some of the other ones that are coming in. Oh, I'm sorry, Pat. Hopefully you feel better and your surgery, your vision comes back and gets settled. The wind actually came up quite a bit here last night, and in fact, it was really odd because Sophie was panting and pacing around the bed and then in the hall here and then back out, and I was like, good grief. She was driving me crazy, and I realized once I closed all the windows and got it quiet in the house, because it was really, really windy, that she finally settled down. I'm like, why couldn't I have thought of that like 3 hours ago? Instead, I stood up, and she was underneath my desk, not this one, but we have another one in the other room where my computer is and our TV room is. And she was right around the front of my legs, wrapped. She had her tail on one side of my leg and her head on the other, like a little half circle. I just was trying to pet both of them, surfing the web at 4 a.m. I'm like, I'm lost and looking for blocks. Your first grandbaby arrived last Monday. Aww. What's a bottler? He's a little bottler. What does that mean? Congratulations, though. That's fantastic. It was actually raining, spitting this morning. We went to the fair to go check out because I didn't have, nobody, sent me any messages, so I didn't know for since Friday of what the judging was. So, which is okay. Suspension, suspense, sorry, not suspension. That's a bridge. Suspense and all that sort of fun stuff. So, it was good. It was good. I was a little disappointed that I got told I was disqualified for a few things because they considered it too much of a professional, but whatever. I should be judged on my piecing, not the quilting, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. So, yes, congratulations. But the weather's been nice. It's actually turned, so it's nice. It's beautiful, sunny here. Nothing better than grandbabies. All right. Well, you know what we've been working on, because this is the one that we were cutting and putting together. And I do realize I don't like this one here. So I'm still going to sew them all together the way I like. And this maybe become where it's connected. It's just too close. It's too close in range. I'm not sure it was the way I cut it, but it's not like it's weirdly lined up here. Nonetheless, it's my least favorite of my seams. So I just may make that the one that I make that it goes all the way around. You know what I mean? Like this is where the binding goes on either side and, you know, becomes up the center and so on and so forth. So I put a pin there because there's probably going to be one that you don't particularly like more than the others. So that's the way it worked out. All right. And what did I have here? So what I was trying to say earlier is when I cut this, and of course I got in my enthusiasm, excitement, was yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, but fun. I hear you there, Grace, those grandbabies. Is that I cut all my pieces before I realized I was on the last one. Like I just went to go grab the next one and realized I'd already cut it all up. So I ended up getting 39. So I know there was probably a bit of concern because as I was flipping and flopping last weekend, I think I did 2 white ones in a row and then only 1 gold and whatever. It doesn't matter. You only need 36. That pretty much should give you, if cut properly. Obviously, I made a boo-boo somewhere, but doesn't matter. I should have actually got 40, which meant 4 left over from each stack. And then you can easily make yourself an awesome looking table runner just like that. So with the leftover bits from 4 from each stack, you got 8. That's pretty good. Just flip and flop them. So you really only need 36. So what I was doing was taking, instead of sewing continuously on one side, on one side, on one side, on one side, I'd sew about a 5 or 6 pack together and then attach it. So a 5 pack together and then attach it. So that's what I think what we'll do. And then that way this isn't getting too manipulated and crazy. I want to show what I whipped up. It's my Gildy and friend Janice. She's donated lots of fabrics to the quilt shop. It's her birthday tomorrow. So I made her a little, little pad for her, reversible pad for her quilting machine. So whether she sews on the, her machine's here and she can have this as a little pocket. Here, actually I'll put it on this side. Maybe Pop can see it. There we go. That is a little pocket, and it's just 2 little butterflies here, and it's like a half circle that got stitched out, and I just put the binding on it and all sorts of fun stuff. And then if she gets bored of this side, all she has to do is take the pocket, flip it, because I bound it on both edges, and then she's got this. Of course, it goes to the other side. She's got this pinky one with the little pocket there. So what do you think of that? Isn't that cute? Nice little bright and dark, depending on her mood. And I thought it was really cute. I don't know. I literally just designed it up on the fly. I thought, you know what, I'm going to make her something for her birthday. She's super sweet, and she's donated a lot and really supported us at the quilt shop and me as a quilter and as a person and a friend. So I just a little thank you. So hopefully, if she doesn't see the video, because I think she's having Thanksgiving dinner today, I will see her at the guild meeting on Tuesday, and hopefully she will like it. You want one? It was really simple and easy. I just thought, how can I make her something special and it still look pretty? I mean, I probably could have bound it with maybe a darker color, but I really wanted to pick out a light one on this side. And then I thought, it still kind of pops. It still kind of pops on that greeny bit. So I don't know. Thanks, guys. And practical, exactly. She can put either her scissors in there or her, pin cushion or her rotary cutter or whatever, and it can just hang right there, and then her sewing machine sits right here, and it's easy to move around on your table if you need to. So, I don't know. I'm making her something cute, something I thought of. Aw, thank you. All right, so here's hoping she likes it. Like I said, I'll give it to her on Tuesday night when we're at her guild meeting, and hopefully she'll be surprised. If not, happy birthday, Janice. All right, put that over there. So I think we're going to start sewing some of these beauties together. What do you think? Da-da-da. Pardon? Hello, Miss Just One More Book. When are you coming to visit? We thought you'd be here for turkey dinner. All right. Oh, and your project was a sewing machine pad. Was it similar to that, Patsy? I just literally just kind of whimmed it up. I just, wow, here's this, here's that, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I just wanted to make her something special. And I'm sure she has enough bags. And I thought I'd make her something for a room, you know, a little sewing room. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm glad you thought it was cute and clever and creative and thoughtful. Practical, too. Thank you very much. All right, so I guess we should get some sewing done. Pop was like, oh, you cut them all? I go, well, yeah. He goes, so what are we going to do for, like, live stream? I go, sew them all together. He goes, oh, that's going to take 10 minutes. I go, it's going to take longer than 10 minutes. I promise not to go Leadfoot Larry. Oh, I kind of like that, too. I did think of that, actually, as I attached the single pocket. I thought, oh, maybe in a multiple one would have been better. Ah, well. Oh, you like the extra Christmas trees? Yeah, they're pretty, aren't they? That's Munchkin. That's the quilt Moddy there. You did a good job. Oh, there we go. I like those bags. That design idea there, Jerry Lynn. Yeah, for organized meds and stuff like that. That's cool. I can't come. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Angie. Oh, the turkey was fantastic, Helly. I'm sorry, Angie, though. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Quilted canning mats?
Yeah, you take your cans out of your canner and put them on the mat.
Oh, I should probably make some of those for Pop since he seems to be such quite. We actually canned one turkey. We got 5 1 quart mason jars. Were they 1 quarts? I think they were. Maybe in November we'll be happy to have you whenever you come. You know that. Happy to have you here. Yeah, we got 5 1 quart jars with stock, and then 1 little pint of stock itself. So very excited about that. So you kicked yourself off? Why'd you do that, Sassalet? We got sewing to do. What about the quilt behind that one? That was last year's winner. Do you remember when, yeah, you're talking about that one. Of course you were. That was last year's winner of the Year and Fall Fair. I won the Jeannie Butcher Award, and that was the one I was showing off last week because I had to part with it on Thursday morning or Wednesday morning. It was a sad moment, but that's okay. I even said to the girls as I handed back, I said, she's giving me such encouragement and such friendship along the way. It's hard to part with her. They were like laughing at me. I'm like, I'm serious. I did talk to her. She sat here for like a whole year. So I know it sounds weird, but it's all right. So yeah, I finally got it back. So, because the township, they were doing some construction and asked me to come and pick it up. So that was my winner from last year. It qualified for the special quilt category, and we had to do a whole little story behind it. And I don't remember what the story was because it was kind of a flash. You know, I was inspired by some crazy fabric, and I wanted to build the village. So there's literally buildings that you would recognize if you lived in this area, from Erin itself and from Hillsburg. So, you know, I kind of mixed them into a big circle. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Sue, for sending Angie's mom healing thoughts and stuff like that. You went to a baby shower, and everybody wants you to make Christmas tree skirts. Aw, thanks, Angie. That was fun. That was, and that's actually, there's zippers on there too. There's zippers that represent rooftops, and sorry, because I had such a surplus of zippers from the shop here, because I, you know, replaced them in coats and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm coughing in your ear. I bet you it was really scary. Thanks, Anita, for that idea about as they cool down for the canning jars. Like I said, I'll have to make pop some. I'm gonna tickle. Okay, let's get some sewing here. Sorry, I apologize for coughing in your ear. I was around all the horses and cows this morning, so. And I tried to pet a llama, but that didn't want to work for me, so. Okay, in my collection of my 39, there was one that I really didn't like, and I pulled it off right away because it has a really small tip on the gold. There was also another one that I wanted to pull out because I make sure it doesn't get in the pile, because I have now 3 to pull out and use for another project. So, let's see here. I thought there was another one that was kind of tiny. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. I don't see it anymore. Just try not to put it in the quilt. Here's this one. What's up, babe? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were doing. It's like, what's he doing puttering around back there? We got a show to do. All right, so I'm going to take those 3 and just kind of flap them off to the side because I want to use the other ones that I end up having left over from the other stack, because you know we're making 2. And I'm going to put them together. So we may end up doing that before we, I'll have to count to make sure I have my 36 for the other side, but we can certainly do that before the end of today if we happen to get this all put together. So very excited. I just want to catch up here. A basket of quilting things for an auction. Would you want to bid on a basket? What would I want to bid on a basket? I'd say 75, but that's Canadian and I'm frugal. So I don't know, probably anywhere maybe between 50 and 85 or something like that would be a good basket to bid on, depending what's in there. Like, is there going to be like a template? Is there going to be like a pattern that you could use with that template? Is there going to be some fabrics? Do I get like a blade? Like what's you know, the basket can be, you know, $30 put together, but I'm willing to pay 85, you know what I mean, for the whole kit and caboodle. So hello, Sammy from BC. Sewing pins, tape measure, sewing mat. No, what would you want in it? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that sort of thing. Yes, yeah, cutter, pattern, that sort of thing. Something to finish it off, like threads to match, even if they're just small little Gutermann threads or the quilt Aurifil. Aurifil has some too that are good quilting threads. Who uses Aurifil a lot? Who's it? Angela Walters. She's quite passionate about her threads, that's for sure. And she uses she's got quite the collection, and I know she always puts a little gift bag together like that. Seam Ripper. Oh, magazine. Oh, I like that. Latest quilt magazine or a couple of free patterns. Don't forget chocolate. You got it, Vicky. You got that right. Yeah, that sort of thing. Things that I would think that you would need to finish that pattern, even if it was like the notions of a button or a zipper or a magnet clasp or the little D hooks for the bag, you know, where you put the loops through, or, you know, things like that, snaps, whatever made, or chalk, you know, chalk marking pencil, that sort of thing. Definitely pins, and good quality pins. All right, so we're going to sew. I've been chatting for a half hour and getting no work done around here. Let's get some sewing done. All right. Just line her up near the top. Like I said, you're going to cut this anyways. You're probably going to come in about 1.5 inches going around this whole circle. Make sure we got our, move my ingenious whiteboard. Your son's nickname is Munchkin. Did you know that there is a breed of cat called Munchkin? They're like Persian cats, but have shorter legs. They're just... Yes! Sorry, Quilt Mod. He does have short legs, but he's cute. That's funny. He does like cats. Clive, that's the cat's name. Clive, that's his familiar, we call him. What's my stitch at? 2.4. And I'm just going to come down. I like going from the thin to the thick. And like I said, I'm going to put about 5 or 6 together. Of course, press after each one. And then put them to the stack of the skirt, okay? And like I said, I may change... if I end up getting a couple more of those wonky ones that were really close together, I may just take that section out, repin it, and then sew it again. So what's going on? Oh, why? What did he do now? Oh, is he mad at me? Sorry. He will always be my little munchkin. Always be my munchkin. I said I wouldn't go Leadfoot Larry, but I didn't say I would go like, you know, caveman paste either.
For cutting the right angles
What?
associated to these?
I only got 4 pieces of each cut wrong angle. No, if you lined it up, it should be all right. It was, you had to cut on the 45. The 45 had to be on a stitch line, right? And then that was when you lopped off your edgy bits, these bits here. Hold on. When you lopped off those bits, okay, obviously I'm missing a couple because they got trimmed. And then you just make sure that you are having your 45 angle on one of these seams as you're going across, and making sure you got the 1 at one end and the 5 at the other end, and then just kind of flipping and flopping, making sure. If you need to make yourself a template, that might be a good idea. We were going to do that, and then, like I said, Pop found that little 10-inch wedge that was pretty much exactly what we were working on anyways. And thought, okay, well, maybe we can just confirm to people, yeah, you can use it this way or you can use it that way. So, and of course, I was using it, the 1 inch was about this way on the gold, and the 5-inch was about halfway through, of course, on the white, right? Because it comes about here, and then because I didn't trim it immediately, I have, of course, just a smidgen wider for the extra tip of the white, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. Did you go the whole width of the fabric though? Because that's what we were doing, the whole width of the fabric. I didn't do any other thing special. I tried to just go with the width of the fabric, and that was that. And I ended up with a bunch of chunks like this left over, which I probably could have made if I had boo-booed or messed up or something like that. I probably could put a couple of these little bits together and do another 3 or 4, you know, couple of wedges out of it if I just do some piecing, if that was, you know, desperate time, desperate situation. But you can certainly now cut a 2.5 inch off of this, and you got some wonderful bias to go around your inside edge, you know, and then you're sealing it off. Now, I'm not sure how you got, I'm sorry, I'm just confused. Because I didn't do it in any other special way. Did you make sure that it was the, you know, pretty much the width of, what is this, 24? Yeah, I think mine ended up being about 23.5 inches wide. And then, of course, the width of the fabrics, so. Yeah, he is brilliant and sweet, and he does have a great sense of humor. He's funny. He was trying to tell me some vampire. Hold on. What is what do you call a pig vampire? And it was a swine-pyre or a ham-pyre or something like that. It was funny. It was a cute little joke. It was funny. Did you, maybe did not flip and flop the ruler? Because I only got 39 off of one side. I didn't count what I got with the other. I probably have 41, which compensates. But nonetheless, because I think, like I said, I chatting and flipping and flopping and so on probably wasn't the most brilliant idea in the whole wide world, considering I could lose myself in a circular room. That was my mistake. So I probably should have had 40, only have 39. You know, oh well. We only need 36, so as long as we have what we need, I think that's the most important thing. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I've led you astray, but I don't know how else to change it because that's the way I did it. I mean, you saw it. I didn't do anything special or different, so I don't know. I'm sorry. Hopefully you got enough to make another bit, like another section, and then, I don't know. I was getting about 4 or 5 off each piece, each one that I made. That's why you needed to make 8. So unless you were doing the half, then you would need to do 4. But I found that I probably had enough to do, like, not enough to do, but enough to cut another piece off of, like, at least one of the sections. So, oh, I was putting them all over here. Because there is quite a bit of fabric left over. All I have to do is pop those seams and put them in my scrap bin, and we can reuse them for other parts of the quilt. Because we're going to add on to this skirt once we're finished. Just finished the top of the table runner fall theme. I was digging into the scraps and stash. Had to put cornerstones to make it fit though. Fit through days gone by when they used what I had. Yeah. Got to use what you got. Okay, so and together. Well, I hope you guys can figure it out. Holy slow pokey. Okay, all right, no lead foot, just somewhere in between. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay, like I said, I'm just gonna sew a few together. There you go. Make a block and put in the back. A sample block. That would be a cool idea. Give them something to start with, you know, or they can finish it off with a couple of borders, especially if they're new to quilting, right? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Doo-doo-doo. Hopefully everybody's enjoying this beautiful Sunday. We had our turkey dinner yesterday, and it was absolutely delicious. I don't think I dried the bread enough, so I think the slightly kind of soggy yet still tasted good stuffing was my fault. But that's okay. The oven got me back with a burn. Actually, it was the roasting pan. So it got me good. I was going to put some poly on it, and I thought I'm just going to wipe it on my shirt anyways, and probably on the project, so we'll wait till after we film. Oh, we do have turkey leftovers. Oh yeah, we made enough vegetable. There's only 3 who live in this house, but we made enough vegetable for like a family of 6 or 7, because we like leftovers. Oops, I forgot to press after the first one. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's put this one up here beside the other one, and give these guys a press. There we go. Oh, it's coming together. Oops, rolling over the mail. Don't roll over the mail. I wanted to say thank you to Victoria Caseman of Greenwood, Indiana, for your donated 2 quilt tops that you have. I'm going to be doing Long Arm Wednesday on it, and this is the backing I've chose for one of the quilts, and thank you very much for donating the tops. We really appreciate it. This is obviously going to be for the one of them. I'm not sure which one I'm going to put on there, but both of them are stunningly beautiful, and we thank you for that, and they will definitely find a home with somebody in need, and thank you. Thank you again. Throws her leftovers away. What? Ironing board is a Rowenta, Rowenta. It is big. It holds the big reliable case that it needs to sit in. As you can see, he's a big boy, and it gets hot. The reason why is because, of course, I'm always pressing backings and tops and so on and so forth before they go on the long arm, and you know, and making sure they're nice and even and trimmed and so on and so forth. Because last thing I want is get something half loaded or almost loaded and almost done and find out it's, you know, doesn't got an even cut to the backing. So, you know, press it out, make sure it's all good, and then proceed. So it is a great iron and iron board. It did cost me a pretty penny, but it was an investment for the quilt shop, and I knew it was going to last a long time. So what's up? No, we're good. Hopefully you guys have been following along with our Christmas blocks. We've got 3 of them so far. I just covered them up, of course. The Christmas trees, the gingerbread, and the holly. The holly was the tiniest paper piecing I've ever done in my life. And I have to say, when I finally got all 3 of them done, I was happy that I didn't have to make any more. It was tiny. We promise the next one is not paper pieced. It's a half square triangle star. I'm not telling you which one yet because there's a few out there. So, and you're going to make a couple of them because they're smaller and you need a couple of them to go around your quilt. So, a few at least. Keep you out of trouble for at least an hour or 2. I'm just trying to be considerate of your family and friends. You know, I really am. What, Mr. Clive? Do you want your time? Meow. They couldn't hear your meowings before. Come on, you big troublemaker. Come on. Sophie doesn't even get this much attention. Come on. No, you don't want to come up? Come on. I know you do. Here he comes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. Say hi to the peeps. Say, hey, peoples. Mommy's letting me on her table. What? There we go. Hi, Mr. Clive. I'm 11 or 12 years old. They're not sure because they adopted me when I was 3 or 4. And he's a big suck baby and is missing a tooth. One of his fangy tooths. We call Marcus Munchkin's familiar. Well, for Pete's sakes. Yes. Mr. Clive. All right, we good? Meow. No, he's like, oh, I'm getting some loving. Take this. Okay, come on, we got work to do, unless you're going to sew. Are you going to sew with your nails, huh? Okay, nope, don't dig it in. Nope. Got work to do, boy. Hi from Barrie, Ontario. Who was that? Was that Suzanne from Barrie, Ontario? Yes? Oh, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. You're just like a couple hours away. You should come over and say hello. Come over for a cup of tea. I'm at crossing guard between 8 and 9 and 3 and 4. Other than that, I am available. And I'm friendly. I don't bite. Can't say anything about the cat or the dog, though. If you got snacks in your pocket, you take your life in your own hands. All right, we'll press this stack and put it off to the side. Albuquerque, New Mexico. It must be hot there, Teresa. I have my grandmother's old sewing box. Love that it was hers. I remember her using it. There's actually a couple of wooden spools that I still have, not necessarily from my mom, but from Pop's mom and her sewing box, because I ended up being handed down to me, which I'm very happy for. Yeah, there was some, and I still have them. I won't part with them. I'll never use the thread on it. Actually, I did use part of the gray one, but I really needed it for a project because it was the right gray. And I said, no more. Leave that spool just the way it is. Oh, there we go. Da-da-da. Pressing this out. It's looking good. 1, 2. Yeah, I know. I have to get your own channel so you can just put the camera on you and you meow with them all day. The Clive Entertainment Channel. All right, so we'll put that one up there and we'll work on another 5, sticking those together. Okay. 24 by 60 ironing board. Wow. Oh yeah, that's huge. That's massive. I actually would like to make a new cover for that one because I'm not saying I'm too keen on the whole white Rowenta or whatever it is, but I like make my own. I got scrappy fabric. Does it matter whether you're using scrappy fabrics or not? Does the seam matter as you're pressing? That's what I was kind of wondering about. Or do you put a layer of batting between that, and it helps cushion the seams in between. I don't know. What's your feedback? Some reason it helps if I have fabric under instead of just beside. It sews way better that way. I even think I missed a bit at the top here, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. We probably trim in there anyway, so I won't worry about it till I need to worry about it. Do. Oh, I didn't really want that red to be that way. See, these ones are pretty close. They're at least opposite each other. They're not lined right up, so it's not bad. What you doing there, cat? Okay, there we go. See, I'm not too sure. I like that one right next to each other sort of thing, but I like them off just a bit. For some reason, even that one didn't line up the way it should. Oh well, keep going. Right, attach another one. See, that comes down a bit. See, I don't know. I guess it depends on the cut. I don't get it. Just trying to make them all the same. Yeah, we had fun at the little fair this morning. Just puttered around. We don't go on any rides or play any games. We just go and check out the important stuff and, you know, what we feel is important. And, you know, have breakfast, help support a local community fundraising organization here of Optimist Club. And, you know, and same with the dumplings that we got at the end is the Aaron Agricultural Society, one of their things that they do to help with the fair, so we made sure to stop by there and support them too. And all right, let's press this one. Yeah, it was kind of spinning raining when we were there this morning, but it's absolutely beautiful right now. The sun's out and everything. Hello, Sharon. Ooh, actually, I got some kind of a funky fabric. It says dry clean only on it, and it's some really flowery. And you know what? That might actually work for a cover for the ironing board. Definitely would be an interesting pop of color over here instead of the white. But it was just a solid sheet. It's a solid piece of fabric. So I think I'll go with that instead of doing a pieced one. Because I thought, oh, I'll make a scrappy one. I'm like, oh, maybe not so much a good idea. At least I thought of that before I finished it or started it. Has a tape measure? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Wonder if I can find some tape measure fabric and make me a covering board. They go on my birthday list. They're like, what do you want for your birthday? Because it's so close to Christmas, right? And I go, you know, fabric, yarn. They're like, that's not a birthday present. I'm like, yes, it is. It's a fantastic birthday present. I like it. I want it. You know, I even said to, what was it, Munchkin last year, I said, just go buy me like a yard of this and a yard of that of stuff that you think I'd like. He's like, really? I go, yeah, that's what I would like. Go buy me some fabric. Oh, we're going to fix that. Remember when I said fix now, fix later? Yeah, I'm fixing later. There we go. Fixed. Yeah, I think the tape measure is a fantastic idea. We did find the map fabric. Thank you very much. We are just trying to make a final decision. There was 2 that we really liked. And we're just going to try and make a final decision exactly how many yards to order, because I want to make sure we have enough and don't want to leave anybody out. So let me grab a couple just to be on, or a few or plus, to be on the safe side. So. And I think it's fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for your suggestions. I really thought when I was out with my adventure, is the end of the last 2 pieces too long? It looks odd to me. I know, I thought that too. This one right here. It just, for some reason, didn't line up the way I like. I may unpick it and put it in another spot. I don't know whether it was just because it was 2 very similar cuts, or the way they're lining up is just too much the same. I don't know. So we are going to have to trim this. Not all this white bit's going to stay on here, right? So see, it should be more like a ziggity zaggy sort of thing like this one. So we may end up just taking that one out, but you know, we'll figure it out. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's put this one. Oops, let's move this one over to, oops, knocking my stuff off here. There we go. Put that there. Okay. All right, sewing some more. Sewing some more. Yeah, that iron gets hot. It gets warm in here. Oh, a wooden board with yardstick on the side. That's a good idea. Actually, when I first had this table set up, I went and took the normals, like the flexible tape measure, this one right here, and I taped it to this edge, the flat edge right here on your sewing your board, your table, right? And it went from all the way from end to end. I thought, oh, that's a great way. It's easy to quick measure. But then I realized that this was a different measurement than the tape measure, and it kind of threw me off a couple times when I was trying to do markings and so on and so forth. So I just put this on and left it at that. That's confusion. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. And your likes and your subscribes and your upvotes and all that lovely stuff. All right, gonna line them up. And so. Get the next one done. Oh yeah, they just arrived. Like literally, what was it, yesterday? I think it was yesterday. The guy scared the bejeebies right out of us. Friday, yeah. Yes. Oh no, sorry, not yesterday. It was Friday. That's right. Yesterday was Saturday. Yeah, we were wondering the delay on that too. We were like, wait a second, because he pretty much ordered it when the orders came in to confirm how many parts to get, and got some extras just to be on the safe side, and it took forever to get here. I think we inquired about it as well. They're coming. Oh, customs, yes, lovely customs. Because we're dangerous people up here at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. We have scissors, and we run with them. No, we don't. Do. Oh, actually, I've finally figured out where my seam ripper went. Is in the box that I was doing the demos with my scrappy blocks. Because I must have just popped it in there when I was packing up that night. Because I've been looking for it everywhere, and I've got my blue backup one, but I like my seam ripper, you know, the one I know. For what? For the donated ones? Whatever size you want to donate. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Ow. Don't do that. Uh-oh. There we go. Got work ahead of you. Yeah, you get the trim in the bottom because you want this to be circular, or you can do it the ziggity zaggity whatever. It's a lot of bias binding for you to do, but it certainly would be awesome. But no, we are going to cut it. We're going to cut it so there's a curve of it, and then add pieces onto it to make it a little bit bigger and a little bit more, you know, Christmassy feel to it. We're going to applique some stuff and, you know, make it cool. Do a couple of funky blocks or slap some Christmas fabric on there. Loving it. Make an awesome tie, wouldn't you think? A big tie, but a tie. Do. What you doing, Clive? You gonna get run over? He's going to get run over, and then I'm going to never hear the end of it because he's going to be yowing his face off. There we go. And as I'm sewing, I'm trying to fold those darker colors to the darker side so they don't show up when we're doing the quilting. Okay. And of course, the one who gets all the 12 words right doesn't necessarily have to say what it needs to say in that order, but all the 12 words right, you get a chance to win. You get to pick which skirt. If you win it, you get to pick whichever skirt you like best. I'm going to do them out very similarly. They may be just slightly different, but that's your choice. You get to pick whatever one you like. If you win. If you get all the words. And all the words are on the Christmas quilt project on the weekend projects. Okay? Christmas quilt blocks. It'll be one word every week. There's been 3 words so far. Hope you're partaking and get a chance to win one of these beautiful skirts. I'm happy to make it. It looks really cool. Do. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? All right. Who's so funny? Christmas ties. Actually, I made. I've seen them, and I think they're really kind of cool. I thought they'd be good for a small tree or something like that. What was the other ones? Christmas tree. What was it made from too? It wasn't made from ties. Oh no, I was going to say, right, sorry. I made a hat from ties. It kind of looked like a witch's hat. A bag, sorry, not a hat. A bag from ties. It looked like a witch's hat. What's going on here? Shh. Are you jamming at my machine, cat? Are you? I'm going to jump on your lap. Nope. I'm not picking you up. There's a lint roller there. And he is furry. that a press and work on our next stack. Alright, here, and here, and then here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Hello, David. Hello, Faith. David and Faith. Faith and David. I didn't realize they were a tag team. Are you a tag team? You have something important to do. You got to sit here and watch this. Chat with your other peoples that like the same stuff that you like. Thread and chaos of fabric and funky patterns and do. Okay, set the seam and press it open. There we go. And of course, if you like all the, different edges, like I said, you could totally keep it, either do like a zigzag stitch or stitch it down when you're putting all your binding on, or go like around with a serger or something like that if you don't have time. Do something though. Don't let it just kind of dangle there, right? It's just going to fray. Like I say, you can make it for this Christmas, but make sure you get it bound for next Christmas. Just trying to keep to a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way. And like I said, flipping the fabrics to the dark sides as I come up to them. I'm not always going to catch everybody, but I'll try my best. Oh, and I chatted with my mom the other day. I hadn't had a chance to chat with her fully. She's been, unfortunately, she was moving, and then she is in the hospital right now, and hopefully she's doing better. It's hard to be so far away when you can't do anything and just be a phone call. So she's there, but she loves her bag. And apparently when it showed up, my nieces were like, "Oh, we helped Auntie pick that fabric." She's like, "Oh, did you?" That was kind of cute because we went on that little trip together and picked all the fabrics for Grandma's bag. Gma, that's what they call her, is Gma. All right, there we go. Those are looking so pretty. I like those. Oh, thank you guys. She's got a really bad infection in her leg, and it's all the way up to her knee, and unfortunately she's got cellulitis as well, so it's not good. So knock on wood, that's all we can do. Keep prayers open. Think positive in Mom's direction. Is anybody in Calgary? She's in the Peter Lougheed. All right, coming along with this beautiful Christmas quilt, or tree, skirt. To me, it's still a quilt, because we're still going to layer it, and we're going to put batting in it, and all that sort of fun stuff. Okay, just got a few more. Let's give this a press. How many's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll leave this 4-pack and then we'll sew that 5-pack together and then we should be enough. I think we should be enough. Woohoo! Feel like I got feathers. If I was a bird, I would love feathers like this. What do you think? I'd be a colorful bird. Colorful, crazy bird. All right, 5 more. I think I've just used white. Yeah, just white thread throughout this whole project, either white or gray. I think when I was probably stitching the rows together, we probably used gray. Depends on what was in the machine. I wouldn't have used green or red or anything, but if it was white or some sort of a neutrally tone, I probably just left it. Thinking you really probably wouldn't see it anyways once I slap all the crazy threads on it. There we go. And next week we will cut our circle-y bits out to make sure we have the diameter of what we're looking for our Christmas tree. Like, because we're going to add some too, but I mean, for your center bit, you need to kind of know whether it's going to be, you know, a 5-inch or an 8-inch or something like that. You know, if you got an idea, you always have the same sort of tree each year, then, you know, you can do that sort of thing. Only a few more. And then we can count out the other side, the other skirt, and then sew some of these extra bits together so you can see what I was thinking for a little table runner. And that could be, you know, one of the prizes for the backup. Could you grab me a Kleenex pop? That'd be so kind. I don't think my box is around here. I think I moved it out of the way. Sorry, my snot nose punk nose is running. Sorry. Sorry about that. All right, 2 more. And then we'll put some together, and then we'll put the other pieces together. Make ourselves a wicked skirt. And if you don't want to put it around your tree, wear it as your Halloween costume. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. There we go. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. All righties. Oh, I thought I had that turned backwards. I'm like, what? That is not going to work. This is not going to fit. Okay, almost there. Hope you guys are liking it. It looks really good. You guys can't wait to see it? Me too. I thank you very much, Kathy Hopkins. We are really close to 3,000. We reached 29 last night. I was like, what? And I didn't even bribe you people. There was like no, cookies involved or free mending or nothing. You just came willingly. I really, really like that.
I was talking about how you're going to mount on the long arm, so we might want to show that.
I'm going to put it on a square piece. And then cut it afterwards. To me, that makes the most amount of sense. So I will pin it around in the circular motion, get it stitched, base stitched as much as I can, and then quilt it up that way. But I am going to put it on a square piece and then just trim that up. I may even just use the extra bits as the binding afterwards, right? Sort of thing. So that's, I told you were going to get stepped on. Well, you're lucky it wasn't the full weight. You goof nutters. All right. Yeah, so that's how we're going to do that. And I'll try and see if I can load them both at the same time. I'm not entirely sure if I can because of the circumference. Is that right, Pop? The circumference of it?
With what, sorry?
If I loaded both on the long arm, that would be the only issue, would be the circumference of it.
We might be able to.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I think we probably could, so we can do them as the long arm Wednesday, or sorry, as the live stream, like we did the North and South. Oh, and my friends Lawrence and Tanya did receive their quilt, and they were totally stoked and thrilled and very happy and pleased and honored to have that big old quilt. Big old, not it's old, but the big quilt that we made. Well, the royal we made them, and they were very, very happy. So, and that makes me happy. Project completed. Surprise quilt done. It's nice when you can surprise people. Preferably good surprises then, The ones that they make you go, huh? That's not a surprise. Okay. Oh my God, who gave this a thumbs down? Hey, some people don't like me. They think I'm crazy. I'm annoying or something. That's all right. Different strokes for different folks. Not everybody has to like me. Okay, so now we're going to put out a little chunk of panels here and get some of them sewn together. Okay. All right, so let's that one seems a little weird, but that's okay. That's the way it works out. Okay, so let's put, there we go, put these two together. It seems like they're just shifting off enough. Okay, may want to put a pin or two in here. Sewing Mafia, yeah, half of you. No, trust me, I know. I used to work at the little grocery convenience store down here, grocery store and the convenience store, but anyways, I'm in the grocery store. And I had this one coworker, I swear, every time she worked with me, even though I made the time go by fast because I was funny and we had a good time, I know she didn't like working with me. It would have been her other favorite thing to do in the whole world is probably, I don't know, try and milk cats or something. She would just hated it. She'd always, as soon as she'd see me, her eyes would roll. And I'd be like, oh, it should be a fun night. All right. I can't help it. I'm a happy-go-lucky person. People like that sort of stuff. She'd be like, oh, no, not her. And that's what I used to say. I'm just the way I am. You take me or you leave me. Or she probably would have left me on the side of the road. Some people just can't handle this sort of happy. No, they can't. Gotta think of the good things and the positive things at all times. There's so much literally crud in this world. If you can find something nice to look up to and feel confident about, then, you should. And don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't let them burst your bubble. Oh, I'm sure I was a little like, oh gosh, not her again. But I did used to have customers that used to wait. Even though the other cashiers were free, they would wait in my line just to chat me up. So, because I remember having one of the ones who, particularly like, she goes, oh, I'll help you over here with like, guy who was like three people back. He goes, oh no, I'm waiting for my Laura Lynn. I need to chat her up before I go. Apparently, I always gave him a smile, made him think things differently. He may have had a crappy day, or things just didn't go his way, but he was happy to go home and have a wife to come home to and a dog that loved him, and the door wasn't locked. That's what I said to him. At least you go home, the door ain't locked. He goes, yeah, that's one positive thing. So there's always something. You just got to find it. Super cute. Okay, now let's take another of these two and sew them together. Righties. That's looking pretty spiffy. I like those two. Let's go. Let's go and put on a good shoe.
The seam ripping song.
Oh, the seam ripper is my best friend. I'm not sure. We'll have to play that back. I'm not sure we can get the right memento, because it really was my best friend that day, and it was very irritating. Seam ripper's my best friend. Gotta get that snap into it too, And you gotta believe it. You gotta believe it's your best friend. You gotta feel it from here. Went to the keyboard watching an old video this morning. Wanted to say, wait, you got it backwards? Oh. No. We should be good. I think I said, I made the time. There was other girls who loved when they found out I was on their shift, or they would ask for the shift I was on, if they were, because it was part-timer sort of thing, because I had crossing guard and, other mending and stuff here to do. And they would love it. They were like, hey, can I get Laura Lynn's shift? Can I work with Laura Lynn? And then they didn't want people who got along together to work together, because we got along and things got done. I was like, what? Things still got done in the day, There's stuff to be done, and yet we were accused we never got it done, yet we did. So there was too much fun happening, and they weren't involved. Woe is me. Woo. That's okay. 6 years there was long enough. But you kind of miss the people, though, because you used to see them like every, Monday, Friday, Sunday, blah, 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 coming in for their regulars or what have yous. You kind of miss the little camaraderie and the, how's the kids growing up, All right, we're going to press that, and then we're going to sew the other little chunk here into one of them. First, we're going to make sure we have the right amount of pieces and I'm not overshooting this. All right, so how many do I got in here? I should have 10, right? Because, no, that was the 4. Should I have 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that's 9. And then this is 5. And this should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 15. Plus 9 is 24. And I had, let's see what I had here. Is this the right one? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. We good? Have enough? I think so. Unless I really missed. What? Enough. Okay, let's put this on this side. And then we'll attach the other two. Meow. It's not your time, Clive. Get your own show. It's Clive the Meowser show. He'll find the best, comfiest spot he's not allowed to nap on. Like literally, I got some fabric that was donated and off to the shop, and next thing I know, he's laying in it. I'm like, what? What are you doing? Get off there. I have to go back and read all your guys' texts because I keep missing it. So now that should make that. I said it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Whew. Oh, we were going to press that. That's right. Hold on. Let's press that first. All right. Now let's add another chunk. It's getting warm in here. Let's see if I want that on that side or I want that on that side. I'm liking it on that side. And that's where you have the choice. Line it up any way you like. But I'm doing it, sewing it down this way. So put the pins in the right way. Is there a difference between UK fabric starch and best press? I don't know. I don't think so. Ours is just Mary Ellen's here. I'm sure there's a couple other ones out there that I don't really know of. Because, you know, starching collars was never my, you know, thing. So I never really did that until I needed it for quilting. Like I can iron all day long if it's quilting. But if you give me a couple of dress shirts, I'm like, I'm sorry. I got a sore shoulder. I don't like it. I can't do it. I'm broken. I'm not sure about that. Sorry. Oop. Really? You're gonna get... He's laying on the laptop. Not anymore. Silly cat. Okay. Sewing away. Either we're making a tree skirt or a really awesome cape, or a fantastic skirt for ourselves for Halloween. I wanted a nice big tree skirt because I always find that you go and you have this beautiful tree skirt, you put all this time into it and it gets buried by presents. Well, not that, you know, ours gets buried by presents, but you know what I mean. You could put a couple of big ones on there and it's disappeared, right? I want something that would stick out a little bit and stretch out a little bit more. This is going to extend farther past than this. Once we get those corners rounded, we're going to take a section off and make it like a little triangle diamond wedge sort of thing, or like, you know, we'll figure it out. We got it. You know, we'll just share it with you when we're ready. Okay. Secretive. Shh. Almost have to spin a new bobbin. I didn't spin another one. I thought this would do. Okay. Let's press this. Scoot over here with that. Do. Do. Oh, go. Isn't that cute? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. Now, to attach, the last little section. So I think, unless I'm missing some around here and they've fallen off somewhere. No, those are all. You know what? I have. Oh no, those are the 3 that we didn't need. Okay, we were going to double check though, right? Okay, once we get these on. It's like, I feel like I'm missing 1 or 2. Maybe my math is not so good. It's okay, wouldn't be the first time. Or the last. All right, we can pin that. And then we'll see where we are. We were watching, kind of getting into the Christmas mood earlier, and Papa's prepping his system out here to record, and so we were watching Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's a UK sitcom filmed in front of a live studio audience, and so on. So I'm not sure if you guys know it, but it was Mammy's or Mommy's, however they say her name, Christmas, and we laughed and we laughed and we laughed. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have a big enough space for that. May have to just wear it around my neck. Place the cat to sleep. No, no, no. He'll climb the tree. I think he did 1 year. Last year we ended up getting a artificial tree, and I have to say it's probably the first time I've ever had an artificial tree in my life, but it was beautiful. I have to say, not having to deal with the needles and stuff, it stayed up like 3 weeks longer than normal, and I was kind of fine with that. Normally it's like, all right, Boxing Day, it's down, you know. Aw, thanks everybody for watching. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, Mrs. Brown's Boys. And it is hilarious. She does kind of swear a little bit too much for my liking, but I'm not sure if she's actually saying the swear word or if she's saying like freaking or fracking or something, but I don't know. Nonetheless, in the whole scheme of things, if you're not listening to it, it's quite a hilarious show. Mrs. Brown's Boys. It has had us several laughs, and even Munchkin was up filling up his water before the show and before the live stream, and he stopped to pause for a few minutes just to watch. And he's like, "Oh, wait a sec, I got to get downstairs. I got to get my space." It's the UK, although they are Irish. Yes, I'm sorry, you're right. They are Irish, aren't they? Yes, okay, I apologize. It's a UK show, but they are Irish. Yes, sorry. Didn't mean to mistrude that in any way. Alrighty. There's 2 flies around here have been driving me bonkers. Short trip, I'm sure, but it's because we had such winds and rain and everything else past couple of days. I tried to be on the fly hunt, but they keep evading me. All right, now, hopefully, we kind of spread this out. Well, seems like we might be missing 1 or 2. I don't know. What do you think? It seems like there's at least 1 or 2 missing here, unless that's, yeah, oh, no, that's too perky there. All right, let's see what we got and see what we need to add. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does say 36. Maybe because of my angle, we need all of them. All right, well, let's get the other ones over here. I was like, I thought there was more. Like I said, probably because of the way I cut it. See if we line 1 up there. Line 2 up there. Yeah, I think we actually need all 3. So you need the 39. All right, let's sew these on. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, thank you. we knew it would need some tweaking. You know, that's the whole part of it. You know, we're doing something unique and our own kind of design, so not necessarily our own design, but you know what I mean. The many strips, the thickness of it, so on and so forth. Kind of disappointed all 36 didn't fit perfectly, but that's okay. Like I said, it was probably the way I cut it. All right. Doo-doo-doo. Are you left causing trouble over there? Mr. Ruckus. Meow. Nope. It's not the Clive channel. Nope. Talk to your familiar about getting your own channel. And that's why we have extras. I don't think I'm using any different of a seam allowance or anything, so try to keep it at 1/4. It's not like I was going a 1/2 inch or something, so like I said, it's probably just the way I cut it. All right, let's press these guys. These. Okay. All right, now let's stick it on. Stick it on this end. Does that look good? Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's pin that. And that way you're not fighting with the whole piece. You can work in your little chunk sections and then add it on. And that way you're not constantly fighting to try and add one piece on to the whole, you know, to 34 and then another piece on to the 35 and so on and so forth. That's why I thought if you do it in a bit of chunks, it makes it easier to handle. Okay, doo-doo-doo, almost there. It's gonna look so cute. Too bad it wasn't in the fair. Maybe next year. Careful, don't heavily quilt it. Doo-doo-doo. One for each of you. If I had the time, I certainly would, Judy. I certainly would. If that's all I had to do was make you guys tree skirts for the next year, I totally would be happy to do that. Unfortunately, I got bills to pay. Okay. All right. Let's see if we have a 1/2 circle here. How will we measure that? We're good. There we go. Okay, there you get to see 1/2 of it. Perfect. Isn't that pretty? That is beautiful. I really like that a lot. Okay, now, where was the one? This is the one I was really the closest together and bothered me. So I'm going to sew these two together and pick that one apart. Okay. Be my awesome cape. I think. Totally. Actually, looks very Native American. Could be like my powwow jacket or something. I don't know. What do you think? Make a little vest. I like it. Be like, spin. Hold on. Awesome. I'll sew it up. Make myself dizzy. Well, because then I can take the other side apart because I don't like that stitched together. That's just scary? What's just scary? Me spinning around? Sorry. Hope it's not too scary. All right. Actually, we're going to pop a couple pins in here to make sure. Like I said, I like this seam. The one that was just too close together, I'll use that as my separator. Bind that up on that side and so on and so forth. And keep the ones that are more consistent looking together and sew them. Okay. And then have the gap. Have the gap whichever way you like it. But because there was a couple that I didn't particularly like the way it came together, I'm choosing to, oops. Let's pick that up. Choosing to do it the way I want. To me, it would look better. Okay. Okay, we'll sew this up. Pick the other one out. And then I will be a happy little sewer. And unfortunately, we don't have all the pieces to make the table runner. So, oh well. No pieces extra. If I probably cut more accurately, they would probably be okay. But oh well. Doo doo. What's 150? What are those?
On the tree skirt.
Oh. You guys are cute.
You did the tree skirt.
Or what?
Or you.
Oh. Oh, I'm way more than that. Ask Pop. I'm too expensive. Okay, now to pull apart the one that I don't like. Okay, so there it should be a nice big circle. There we go. How's that? Now you get to see what it would look like. They're pretty. And a little bit here. It totally would be like a little cone up the skirt. Exactly. Just put a little binding on the tip right here and go nicely around the tree. I like that. What do you guys think? Worth all the trouble? All right, we'll pick this one apart. 300 US dollars. Oh, I'd like to see your table toppers for Halloween. Awesome. All right, I'm going to pick this one apart. Start in the middle here so I know what I'm doing.
Out comes the song.
Out comes the sun?
Song.
What song?
Seam Ripper song.
Oh, the Seam Ripper song. Seam Ripper's my best friend today. Well, it seems to be it every day. Hold on, put old lady specs on. This is brutal. Uh-oh. Someone going down. There we go. I really like it. It's turning out far better than I anticipated, to tell you the truth. You know, you kind of get this idea in your head, and I thought it was just going to look like a cheerleading skirt, like the first ones kind of did. But other than that, it doesn't to me. Now, I think it's a very nice feathered, almost look effect to it, and I really like it. So, almost there. Seam that rip apart. Take her easy. Trying not to wreck any of your seams that are going up. Okay. Careful of your fragile fabric if you have any, like this one from Thailand here. It's a little thin. Just want to be careful not to rip any of the fabrics. Look at the top, get that finished. Okay. Almost there. Just got the green and the gold. The top. When we went to the fair today, apparently a farrier, is that what they call them, honey? Mm-hmm. Farrier, okay. Unfortunately got kicked in the ribs yesterday by a horse, and he ended up in the hospital. Got 4 broken ribs. Felt so sorry for the guy. They just announced that as we were coming into the tent, and I'm like, ooh, ow, yeah. Broken ribs, thanks, horse. I was just trying to put some new shoes on you. So, rough job, that farrier job, man, let me tell you. That horse, he doesn't want you near him. He tells you. He's got 4 hoofs to tell you so. And a big old head. I was wondering why the sheeps had little jackets on them. They look like, you know, they had little mystery coats. I'm like, why are the sheep all dressed up? And Pop's like, they've just been sheared. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because it was a little chilly this morning, right? I'm like, why are some in disguise? Are they secret sheep? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Becky. It did win me a trophy for a year and a first prize ribbon, so I'll take that. It's the first time I won anything in my life, so like that. Put myself out there like that. So this year won second prize. It kind of goes to show you how far I've come from one year to the next. When you were looking from last week at the current one to this one from last year's, I think I've come a long way. I think I've come quite a bit of ways. Is that helpful? And it's just nice to be able to see that as my experience. Unfortunately, the township did not buy it from me. I really wish they would have, but they didn't. And that's okay. It'll stay here. I'll hang in the house. Maybe on nice days I can hang it outside. All right, almost there. And this is where I want my 2 pieces to meet up around my tree. I'm going to put my binding on one side and my binding on the other, and of course around the center here, whichever we decide to do. So isn't that cute? It's absolutely lovely, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now we have the other one to work on. So we kind of got the 2, right? So let's flop this one over here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it was cute. It turned out well, and I was happy with it. So, all right, we got these bitty bobs, and this bitty bob. I've already got quite a bit done on it because I was puttering away the other day. So this is what the second one's looking like. What we think? We like it just as much.
What would you say is your most enjoyable project?
Her
husband.
I've been dedicated to that project for 26 years now. That's funny. Most enjoyable project. The one that I think I had the most joy going along with it was probably my very first scrappy quilt for my mom. And I did it in diamond shapes. That was my most enjoyable because I was trying to put something really neat together for her, and was hand stitching it together with a bunch of kaleidoscope colors, and that's how I was trying to make it look like it was kaleidoscope spinning outside. And I wish I had a picture of it. It's so long ago, I don't even think I even took a picture of it, and I'm not sure where it is on her end. But that was probably my most enjoyable. The one I have had a lot of joy in making these ones for just fun projects out of recycled fabrics. I don't know. There's so many. I try and find joy in each one. There's some that have frustrated me beyond my mind capability, which was one of the ones I think you guys first saw was I made for Pop, and it was called Gemstone or something like that or whatever, and it was a bunch of different colors, and it was one of my very first paper piecing ones, and that conquered, and it had a lot of paper piecing in each little section, so it was kind of like, oh my gosh. But that was also very enjoyable, though challenging. You know what I mean? It's had its moments. Really? Really, Clive? Yeah, ongoing project. Aw, there we go. Look pretty under your tree. I'm not sure even how you say that. Jacardia tree? I don't know. So yeah, so we got 2. And that's what this project ends up giving in the end. Actually, you know what? Let's count. Let's count. Maybe I put some of my whites over in this side. No, I didn't. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Hold on. 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 5, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. I must have one that's, I swear I must have had one earlier and it, like it fell down or something. If not, I got mother fabric to make a few more, so it's not like that's an issue. I just think I'm losing my stuff. What? No, you're not coming up here. I think I'm losing it. Like I said, there's enough of this stuff left over. You're going to get run over and then I'm going to hear about it. Enough of these bits left over. You could make yourself a couple other ones, right? So don't worry about it. You know, we're just going to sew it together. Maybe this angle's better and that's all I need. I'm putting my tree up now. You'd be like my sister-in-law. She barely celebrates Halloween. She's just Christmas trees up in the background. All right, well, we'll sew a couple of these together and then call it a show. And then you'll see that what they look like. They're pretty cool. Making some progress. Maybe Clive took it, yeah. Well, I thought maybe it fell off the back here, but I don't really see it, but that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything at all. It means I probably, you know, put it in a safe place or I tucked it with something else or what have you. It's always something.
And says she might come by for a visit on a PA day because she's a school bus driver.
Who?
Suzanne?
Suzanne, you sure can. Fantastic. We love the company. School bus driver, crossing guards. I hear you, darling. That would be awesome. Come down, have a cup of tea. We can scoot around the corner, grab some lunch. It's a cool little cafe, not too far. Halfway down the block. Just one more book to read knows it. We've been there for lunch a couple of times. We've got some good coffees and some good teas and some good sandwiches and some really good butter tarts. And date squares. I'm trying to figure out which one I like best. I really don't have a preference. I like them both. So it really is going to be the choice of the winner. So the winner's going to be able to choose whichever skirt they like best. Maybe it's the way it's quilted up. I'll try and quilt them similarly, but you know, I don't want them to be exactly the same. And I guess you'll have to wait to choose till it's all finished. Like when it's done and we're ready to say, okay, everybody make sure you have your words in. We're ready to do the draw, blah, blah, blah. Then, you know, that's when you get your choice, which one you like best. So we'll just put a little stack of 5 together here and attach it, and then we'll call it a show. S-H-O-W. That's not a word, just spelling. Well, I am a word. It is a word, but you know, it's not the word. Not the word is the bird. Remember bird's the word? Do-do-do. Actually, the bus drivers don't, well, the ones I have don't seem to have it too bad. I have 9 buses that come to my school, or not my, you know, what the one obviously I cross guard at, every day, obviously twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. So it's trying to help them get out too into traffic, which is a highway. You know, if it's really, really bad, like weather-wise, I help them out. I don't care what anybody's going to give me angry eyes for, whatever they like. They can hold on to their coffee cup and wait a moment. Get our kids out onto the road where they need to be. Not, you know, I meant on the bus. Not playing in traffic. yeah, so, but, you know, most of the kids seem to be pretty good. I know there's been horror stories previously of, you know, kids getting on the bus, especially when they get older and they're showing off to other kids that are already on the bus or, you know, soon to be getting on the bus. You know, that can be quite, you know, oh, geez, here we go again sort of thing. But what are you snickering about over there?
That's what.
What?
Come to visit, but the sharks have started to bite.
Well, I promise you, if we ever come there, we're coming to visit you. I promise. I don't care if you're 6 hours from the beach. I'm still coming to visit. It wouldn't be just to see the beach to come there anyways. It would be to see you guys too and enjoy your time and your company and get to know you and see what you guys see on a daily basis and live with, and, you know, different fabrics, different shops, different people. Navigating sharks instead of polar bears, you know. I've seen Jaws. I know how to stay out of the water. All right. I'm more worried about the ones you can't see. It's like the spiders and the little bugs that bite and poison you and all that sort of stuff. Those are the ones I'm worried about. The ones I can't see. I can whack and run away from the ones I can see. It's the ones I can't that terrorize me. Yeah, they do just want to sleep on the bus, and a lot of them they get to the transfer station at Rossar, and they're sleep on this against the glass as they're going past. Like, well, I got another 20 minutes, and then you're at school, so. Lining that up. For some reason, it looked like it was off. All right, we'll sew this one on, press it, and then we'll sew it to the main section. And we will call that our Sunday Christmas skirt live stream. So you can see me working on both of them. And I'll get the other one done by next week. And then we will do the trimming. And you'll need to find your backing of what you want to attach it to, and your batting if you want to put batting, or if you want to put some funky old drapery fabric you're never going to use in your entire life in between, then go for it. You know, it's completely up to you. If you don't want to use any batting but have this polar fleece blanket you want to use, then by golly, use that. Don't have to use batting. It's up to you. Okay, give this a press. Do. And then press it open. Do. It's just as pretty. I like it with just the gold and the green there too. Like either one makes me happy. All right, let's put her on this side. All right, pin her up. Don't let her shift. That was last year's entry, Jenny. Hopefully you found actually the patterns. They were in the description or the comments. For the gingerbread, it was in the description, in the comments, and also in the description. And for the holly, it was in the description. So hopefully you found those patterns. I know you were asking earlier. I just didn't get a chance to respond to you because we went off to the fair this morning and then prepped for the live stream. So I apologize for that. Hopefully you guys are finding the patterns for the Christmas quilt blocks for the weekend projects and are partaking along in our fun little adventure. Next week we're going to be doing some half square triangle stars, hopefully flightless, and you'll make a few of them. We'll probably end up making about four to six, okay? But they're not going to be very big. They're going to be about 5 or 6 inches, okay? You got this. It's something you could totally handle. I know there's a few complicated on the paper piecing ones there, especially that last one with the holly. It had me a little, that's the tiniest thing I've ever stitched in my life. And it gave more credit to Grace and all what she did for those princess faces and the princesses and their little sidekicks. And I'm more and more in awe. And just beautiful. I finished up her triple Irish chain quilt. It was last long arm Wednesday. The one before that, I don't know, you know, I forget now. And it turned out so well, so well. I had a couple people looking at it when it was here. They're like, "Ooh, did you just do that?" I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "Oh, I like that pattern." Turned out very well. Yes, thank you for making them the correct size. It's much easier. All right, so we'd stitch that panel on, that 5-pack panel. I'll just flip her open, and then I'll put the two side by side so you can see them, okay? There we go. So we'll flip this one in half because we got just about half of it done, if not more than half. Okay, so that'll go there. Hopefully you can see that one there. And then this one, fold it a little bit so it's about the same size. This one will go there. What we think, isn't it pretties? I love Zems. And I like it that you get 2 for 1. 2 for 1 special. It's like pizza. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, it was last year's winner, so I was very happy with it. This year was second place. Yeah, the one that we saw last weekend that I showed you with the Circle Village, kind of Dresden sort of look like, got second place. Hey, I'll take anything. Even a happy you showed up kind of button. I'll take that. All right, thanks everybody for sticking around and thumbings up and giving the feedback. And I really hope, I can't wait to get this on the long arm and get them all quilted up and finished up. And once we get them all trimmed next week, we'll get them trimmed. And then I will show you our plan of what we have to do with the circle after that. I didn't think about bringing it up ahead of time because it was just more confusing for you guys. And we can just work on the steps that each one comes along, and then you won't get left behind, right? So thank you very much for watching, liking and subscribing and upvoting and watching on Twitch and anything and everything like that. We really, really appreciate here at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. And have yourself a fantastic Sunday. And thank you very much for joining us, okay? Bye, everybody. See you on Long Arm Wednesday where we're going to quilt up a donated quilt top. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.